Uh, Welcome to Coding Forever YouTube channel. This is your boy Wafula Duck. In this channel, we are going to be learning JavaScript. In this tutorial, we're going to be basically doing coding challenges in JavaScript. Yes. Uh, and most of the coding challenges we are going to be looking at are famous interview questions we come across starting from JavaScript job. So we are going to start from the easier challenges, the easier coding challenges. We'll go on advancing slowly by slowly. So we can start with the hardest point. So one of the requirements you need to have go along with this tutorial, you should have installed Node.js in your machine. So if you don't have Node.js, there's a link. I want to check a link. There's a link in the description of this video. Node.js, a link to the Node.js website. And you go there and download Node.js machine. The other thing you should have is a text editor. Uh, there are very many text editors around, but this tutorial you're going to be using a VS Code. But if you have Sublime Text, you can easily follow along with that. Yes, JavaScript. To give you a brief introduction of JavaScript, uh, JavaScript is basically an object-oriented programming language that started earlier in the late, the early, they call it the early 90s. There, early 90s, it was introduced by certain scientists. But then it had some limitations by then, because for you to run any JavaScript code by then, you should run it from a web browser only that. You couldn't run it anywhere. But then around 2010, there was a scientist, a computer scientist, who introduced Node.js. Node.js, basically Node.js is a runtime environment for JavaScript code. Yes. So with the introduction of Node.js, you running Node.js from the web browser wasn't a priority. It wasn't a must to run Node.js in the web. No. But with the introduction of Node.js, now you can execute JavaScript code from your terminal. Anywhere in your terminal, you can execute JavaScript code from there. So that's what we're going to be using. We are going to be executing JavaScript code from our terminal. We won't use a web browser. We won't for this tutorial series. We won't be using a web browser. So we are going to be executing coding challenges from our terminal. So for me, I already have my VS Code open. You can create a folder on your desktop and name it JS Coding Challenges. You can name it anything you want. For me, I named it JS Coding Challenges. So in here, one of the first coding challenges is going to be reversing a string. We're going to be reversing a string reversal. We're going to be reversing the string. So you have to create a JS file, a JavaScript file called string reverse. Let us call it string reverse.js file. And in this file, you're going to create the logic for reversing a certain string. So basically, what we are going to do is that we're going to create a JavaScript function that has a parameter string, and in that function, we put the logic for reversing the string being received as a parameter. What do I mean? Let us do. So basically, we're going to create a function string reverse. Oh, sorry, reverse string reverse. It has a parameter called string. And in this function, we're going to just return. We're going to return a reverse string from this function. So there are very many utility methods in JavaScript already defined for you. So we're going to use like three methods. One of the method is called a split method. Split method. And what the split method does, basically acts on a string of elements of characters. For example, let's consider a string like hello, or let us have a short string. For us over the example, let us have a string like boy, like boy, a string like boy. So what the split method does on this string, it will convert this string into an array of characters. So the result of the split method is an array of characters. So inside here we shall have an array of characters B, C, characters O, and characters Y. So this is the resultant of the split method acting on this string. Then after that, we're going to have another method called reverse method. And what the reverse method does, the reverse method will act on this array of characters, and simply just reverses the order of these characters. So the result of the reverse method will be y shall have y, shall have o, and then b. See? Now at the end of this process, I have a final method which is called a join method. Join. And what join method simply does, it acts on the array of these reverse characters here you see. What it does just joins these characters to make a full string. So the result of the join method will finally be a string of a reversed, yeah, it will be a reverse string. So end up with y or b. You see? So this is the entire process we are going to follow with this string reverse function. So here remember, this is a parameter string. The string we are passing into our JavaScript function, which is str.split. Inside split you have to put double quotes so that you can have this array of characters with quotes on it. So if you don't put the double quotes, it won't work out for you. Then dot reverse, here you don't pass anything like we did here. Here we pass double quotes, here you don't pass anything. Just leave it like that. Then join, pass double quotes. Because you don't pass double quotes, you won't see the answers you'll be getting after testing won't be the correct answers. So you have to follow this procedure. So as simple as that, only one line of code in your reverse string JavaScript function, you can be able to get a reverse string. Let us test it out by console logging. The word console.log string reverse. Then inside here we pass our argument. For the argument, we are going to use this very boy string. So here, this is the argument we pass in here. So this is the boy argument. So we should expect to get y or b, this string. What we should expect after executing this line of code. So you want to go to the terminal, as I already told you, you want to be executing JavaScript from our terminal. So you come inside your terminal and type node as the first command. Then the name of the file you're executing. This is string reverse.js file. After executing, you should get a console log on this terminal with this string here. You just execute it like this. You see? We finally landed our correct answer. Yo, the reverse string. Wow, wonderful. Let us test another string like hello. Come here and execute node string reverse with JS file. You see? We finally succeeded in reversing our string, and we have finally succeeded in our first challenge of the day. Wonderful. So on top of this challenge, another challenge can arise from this solution, but we still use the same logic we've used here. What do I mean? They might ask you to determine if a string is a palindrome or not a palindrome. What is a palindrome, first of all? A palindrome, so let me just create another file here called palindrome.js file. Palindrome.js file. Palindrome.js, yes. So what's a palindrome, first of all? A palindrome, if you can think of a palindrome, this is simply a string that even if you reverse it, it still remains the same string. What do I mean by this? Look at an example like madam. When you reverse a string like madam, what do we end up with? We end up with what? A string madam. Madam. But a string like boy, see? When you reverse this string, you don't end up with boy. Rather, you end up with Job. This is the string you end up with. So this qualifies to be a palindrome, and this doesn't qualify to be what? A palindrome. So you find a question like determine if a string is a palindrome or not a palindrome. What you do in this challenge, you basically use the knowledge you've used here. You create a variable, you create a constant or a variable, and assign it to this output here. So we'll be having two variables. We'll be having this variable which is being reversed, and the other original string. What we do here is just compare the original string and the reverse string. Are they equal? If they are equal, then that's what? That's a palindrome. If they are not equal, then that's not a palindrome. Let us do chap here. So with a function palindrome. The palindrome function receives a parameter called the string parameter, and inside here you create a constant reversed equal to. I want to do the operations we did here of reversing the string. So do str.split with reverse dot join. Then you want to put some condition statements inside here, the if statement, to check this string here, the reverse string and this the original string, are they equal? If they are equal, you return true. So if reverse, if str string equal to reverse, then just return true. Return true. So if these are equal, then that's a palindrome. Else return false. See? So this is what we're having. We're just simply comparing the reverse string and the original string. If they are equal, then that's a palindrome. If they're not equal, then that's not a palindrome. This is a very simple challenge you can come across in a coding non-interview question. Very easy. If you understand the fundamentals, if you understand the basics, then you can easily do this challenge. So let us console.log. Let us start our function console.log. Palindrome pass a string madam. Let us use madam and see. So this should return true because this is a palindrome. We come here and execute our file. So we're going to type node. So let me first clear the terminal. So we're going to execute node palindrome.js file. You see? True. Wow, wonderful. This is a palindrome indeed. But a string like boy. False. Wow, wonderful. So finally, we succeeded in our second challenge of the day. First, we started with reversing the string, and from that we advanced further by determining if a string is a palindrome or not by what? By comparing the original string and reverse string. If they are true, if it's true they are equal, then that's a palindrome. If not, then that's not a palindrome. Wow, wonderful. So far we've done 2 challenges of the day, and the last challenge we're going to do in this tutorial is still on the same logic. We're going to be using a very same logic we've done for these two challenges. No, and that challenge will be reversing an integer. If you can reverse a string, then you can also reverse what? You can also reverse an integer. Let us do that also. So int, we're going to call it int reverse. Int reverse with JS file. So in the integer reverse, so we're going to apply some bit of logic that's different from this string reverse. And one of the logic is considering both the positive numbers and the negative numbers. So if you have to reverse a negative number like negative 19, how if you have to reverse a negative number like that, you should end up with negative 59. So we shouldn't end up with something like this. We have to avoid this as soon as possible. You know. So let us create a function called int reverse function int reverse. Let's call it int reverse. Int reverse. This function receives a number as a parameter, and in return returns a reversed integer. So what are the methods we're going to use here? What is the algorithm we're going to follow to do this solution, to get this solution done? First of all, the function is receiving a number. We have to first of all change that number into a string. After converting that number into a string, then we use these very steps we used here. We split, we reverse, and then join back. Let us first do that. And one of the function we're going to add on top of this function we used here is a toString method. There's a function called toString method. This toString method acts on a number or in a data type like if you have a decimal number or a number, an integer. So this toString will act on this number and convert it into a string. For example, if you're having a number like 90 or 89, so the string method, if this toString method acts on the number, we shall end up having a string. This is what we shall end up with, 89. So this is an integer being acted upon by the toString method. We end up with 89 with double quotes implied that this is what this is a string. I want to create a variable called reverse const reversed first this is equal to num dot toString. So at this step now we're having a string. Like this 89 double quotes. So now we can use the method. We can use now the split method at this point. Split double quotes, then we reverse. Oh wow, I made a typo here. Dot reverse dot join. So at this level we're having a reversed. At this level now we're having a reversed string of the number. So at this level we're having a string. We're not having a number, but our goal is to end up with a number, not a string. So So we're going to create another variable, call it, let's call it const into, let us call it into reversed, is equal to. So there is another method called pass int. The pass int method. So in this method, you pass in an argument. You can pass in a string as an argument, then you convert it back into an integer. So if you pass in a string like 89, we shall end up with an integer called 89. So remember, this level, this variable is containing a string. We want to get an integer. We are going to use the pass int. You see, we're having another method called pass float. Pass float to convert that into an integer. So we're having pass int, then we pass in reversed. Pass in reversed. Pass in reversed. So this is what we want to use, the reverse int. So let us first console log, let us first return this one and see if we're having this right answers. So we're going to, let us just console log into reversed. Let us test out our solution and see. So I'm just going to call into reverse, yes. Then inside here I pass a number, that was 89. We use 89, we pass 89 there. Let us see our resultant solution. That's the resultant solution. Let us use int into reverse the JS file. You see, we're having a number 89, no, 98. Finally, you might think that we have succeeded, but now let me put a negative here and see. Negative 89, and let me see what we're going to end up. Wait. First. See. You see, it's removing our negative. Let me first clear it out. You see, it's removing our negative. We're having, instead of having a negative 89, we're having just 89. So the solution for that is creating a conditional statement inside here. I'm going to check and see if the number being passed is less than 0, meaning that it's a negative. We're going to console.log into reversed, then times you're going to multiply with our -1, so that we can maintain our negative sign of that number. But if else, we're going to just return the integer reverse into reversed. Int reversed. Let us test it out and see. Wow, you see, we're having negative 89. Wonderful. But now if we have 78, which is not a negative, having 87, we have sorry, negative 54. When you execute that, we shall have negative 45. Wonderful. So we've succeeded in 3 challenges here in this video. First of all, reverse the string. On top of reversing the string, we determine if a number is a palindrome or not a palindrome. After that, we went on and reversed an integer also. So I'm going to stop here for this video. Please like, subscribe, and share so that I can bring more videos that are educative. And please like, share, and subscribe. We're going to look at other challenges in the next video. See you then.